So hello guys, welcome back to another video. It's Longyang Zone here with another reaction video. तो आज भी मान reaction video एक ता बनाओ. तो आज मान react करो ले लगा video दो New Realms in Nagaland or documentary on Nagaland. Bini do video sana गले चलो इकिलो दे सावो मानना. Let's go.
The greatest contributions Nagaland has for the rest of the country are an ideal village organization as well as the absence of beggars. They are both interlinked. Every village has its elected leadership. They have their traditional laws and the people obey them. There is unity in the village and the village is one as far as their leadership are concerned. If there is shortage of food grains at any time due to any cause, those who have share with those who haven't got them. Thus, beggars are eliminated.
The people of Nagaland have always lived together, worked together. This has established well-knit village units everywhere. Formerly a part of Assam, the Naga Hills in Tunsang division became a full-fledged state of the Indian Union in 1963. In the first 10 years of statehood, Nagaland has moved forward steadily to join the mainstream of national progress. Peace is essential for progress. Peace brings to all the rewards of work. The message of peace is the message of Christ, indeed the message of all religions. Onwards to Dimapur, a major gateway of Nagaland. Dimapur Airport, bridging the distance, closing the gap of olden days. The railway junction is a busy traffic center of the exchange of goods. All set for a face-to-face meeting with fellow citizens, a direct introduction to the totality of India, glimpses of the past, the present, the symbols of hope for the future. An experience of the diversity that makes the unity of India unique. Towards Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state in the Indian Union. Here, as in several other states of India, one finds the lasting influence of various religions. A quick breakfast before a sightseeing trip of Lucknow. At the horticultural gardens, Lucknow has well-laid gardens around several historic monuments. Mosques and mausoleums, museums and parks, pages from the ancient days leading on to the India of today. The appeal of music and dance knows no boundaries. A meeting with the governor of Uttar Pradesh, Mr. Akbar Ali Khan,
will do his service to make you happy and prosperous. That is our aim. I hope after going through different places in this great country, you will go with the feeling that we are all one. Customs may be different, dresses may be different, religions may be different, standard of education may be different, but in heart and mind, we are all one.
Onwards to Delhi, the capital of India. The visitors from Nagaland greet Vice President G.S. Pathak. At the Nehru Museum, the story of the leader of modern India. one recalls Nehru's words, "I am confident that the vigor and vitality of the people of Nagaland will not only make a substantial contribution towards the achievement of a fuller and happier life for the people of Nagaland, but will further enrich the national development of the Indian Union." India can make it. The Asia 72 Fair presents the wide spectacle of progress since independence. Nagaland is making it too. The nation's revenue is allocated on the basis of a policy of special assistance for the development of backward regions. Like other formerly neglected areas, Nagaland receives a greater share per head to speed up the pace of progress. The sugar mill at Dimapur is one of the many projects gradually changing the face of Nagaland. Others are the plywood factory in 𝚽𝚎, the Nagaland pulp and paper mill project coming up at Tuli, small-scale industrial units too. Nearly 60 have gone into production. Soon after independence, India undertook the program for all-round development of industry and economy. And now, countless are the new signs and symbols of progress dotting the entire country. The visitors from Nagaland meet Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Democracy is a way of government to which the people of India stand pledged. India is the biggest democratic country in the world. The will of the people is supreme, and the elected representatives safeguard the interests of the people. Like every other state, Nagaland is also represented in Parliament. The Parliament is to the nation what the Legislative Assembly is to the state, and the Panchayat or the Tribal Council is to the village. The Qutub Minar, an impressive 5-story tower built in the 12th century. An invitation from the Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Mr. Inder Gujral. An occasion to meet some members of Parliament and to exchange impressions. Together, all sing the national anthem. India became a sovereign democratic republic on January 26, 1950. The Republic Day parade, held as a part of the celebrations every year, underlines the vastness of the country, the colorful diversity of the people, and the determination of all to build the future together. In the defense of freedom, the Indian-built Vijayantha has stood the test of battle even in difficult terrain. India is now self-sufficient in the production of firearms and a wide range of essential defense equipment. The guardians of the seas. navy expanded to greater strength guards our long coastline. The officers and men are ever alert to the call of duty. The men with wings. Our Air Force commands a high level of striking power through the fighter planes manufactured in the country. The Bhakra Dam in the Punjab is one of the biggest in the world. The walls of the dam measure to a height 3 times that of the Qutb Minar. Water for hydroelectric power. Water for irrigation. The Bhakra Dam, like several other major irrigation projects in the country, serves both agriculture and industry. 𝚑𝚎𝚐𝚠, the red sandstone city built by Akbar in the 16th century.
And combined architecture, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhist. Used for the Persian carpet, but you have a look inside of the gate. The whole building there was a haram magnificent fitting for that time. Children were.
At Agra, the Taj Mahal, world renowned, took 22 years to build. Emperor's Green in marble, a tribute to the beauty of his beloved queen Mumtaz Mahal. From the north to the south. In Madras, the capital of Tamil Nadu, the Nagaland team greets visitors from Lakshadweep, who are also on the Bharat Darshan tour. In Madras city, the progress towards social justice and welfare. The poorer sections get a helping hand from the government. The slum dwellers along the beach are resettled in newly built colonies. The Cathedral of St. Thome in Madras. Christianity came to India as early as the 1st century AD, long before the Western countries adopted the religion. Today, there are 14 million Christians in India, more than the population of the Australian continent. At Jamshedpur, the beginning of the Industrial Revolution in India can be traced to the steel works here, established in 1907. Steel, the backbone of industrial advance. Steel makes machines, builds dams and factories, speeds transport, modernizes agricultural operations. Against the national horizon, a look at Nagaland in the process of change and development.
Well, I am very happy that our people could go and visit the various states in India. About 25 years back, this area did not do the modern civilization about the development and other things. But within this few years after achieving the independence, we have done as much as we can. I am really very happy that the government of India has helped us in many ways, not only giving the financial assistance, but they have also sent the technical people like the engineers, the doctors, and those who are expert. And we have constructed some good roads.
As the network of public transport spreads elsewhere, so too in Nagaland. The State Transport Organization operates bus services on 18 main routes.
You know, we left here 20 years ago, and it was not like this when we left. There have been many changes in the past 20 years. The roads are improved. The communication is improved. Do you remember 20 years when we were here? The hospitals was very small. We're very thankful for the progress that we see.
For the health of the people, today there are many general hospitals, primary health centers, sub-centers and dispensaries.
I came to India in 1939, and I passed 34 years, so I am more Indian than Italian. Now it is 9 years that I am in Nagaland. When I came, very few houses, few roads, few shops, really everything was so small, so little. And now I can see the difference. Education also, many schools, beautiful ones too. So I can see that they are improving a lot.
My name is 𝚑𝚎𝚐𝚑𝚖𝚜. I'm working as Extra Assistant Commissioner. Actual development, mental development, and one's outlook is widened only through education. Because education is, we understand it as the very eyes and ears through which we can see and hear. And thus, our government has taken the right step in giving maximum importance to education. Our Naga boys and girls can study. Our state is one exceptional state where education is given absolutely free up to postgraduate.
Listen, children, can you tell me how vast India is? You can say it is a very vast country, and therefore it is known as a subcontinent. So why is India called a subcontinent? This beautiful country of ours is really progressing. Now you see, we are all students and the sisters, teachers you see in the school coming from different states of India, is it not? Living together, studying together in the same school. This is a very wonderful, very beautiful way of living together.
Today, we are really very happy that about 1/3 of our population, they are in schools and colleges. And people have now seen about the progress that the government has done in this part of the world.
Nagaland's economy largely rests on agriculture and forestry. scientific methods of farming, use of fertilizers and high-yielding seeds, planned irrigation, the only way to increase production in the fields and farms. As elsewhere, a network of roadways to bind the state together. 36,000 kilometers of roads, all constructed in recent years.
This morning I'm really very happy and delighted to be with you in opening this new route. As you know, this kind of route is for the first time we are having in Nagaland. Accordingly, the government of India have taken a giant step towards the progress of agriculture. The center also has been telling us to do more and produce more and cultivate more. So we should help the cultivators so that they produce more, they also can sell, produce and get money to procure some other essential commodity.
Land reclamation brings more acreage under cultivation. Indiscriminate burning of the forests will only lead to erosion and loss of forest wealth. Forests are the greatest wealth of Nagaland. Reserve forests are being developed for conserving this wealth.
One difficulty in this area is that our villages are situated on the hills and the waters are below the hills, and therefore a lot of pumping is required, and therefore unless the technical people come and assist us how it should be done, also the materials supplied to these people on the spot, it is really very difficult. But after working a few schemes, we have been able to bring water to the villages in many places.
The long trek is over in many villages which now have tap water supply, a real boon to the people. Electricity, the light of progress.
Parik asa intakaletam ya nang yasno ke yamlaliba ma tane nanukin dak electricity akatugo iba ya janga kitang bilan akiba dak alakano industry tabu dak wai ga sinalya bala mabangagatse uno kim sang taballa u kashide.
Electricity has now reached towns and villages in the interior of Nagaland. Power for small-scale industries. The Nagaland Armed Police has now 5 battalions, efficiently trained to maintain law and order.
आया हुआ भी है कोहिमा से 𝚽𝚎𝚐 से अपना यूनिट पहुंचने के बाद कभी यहाँ का सिखलाई आप लोग नहीं भूलेंगे। जो जवान का पास में डिसिप्लिन नहीं है वो जवान कभी अच्छा जवान नहीं बन सकता। नागालैंड में बहुत बड़ा जिम्मेदारी हम लोगों को ऊपर दिया है और जवानों की सबसे बड़ी जवाबदारी ये है कि आप लोगों का ड्यूटी का एरिया में शांति रखने के लिए कोशिश करना।
The Naga Regiment, the youngest regiment in the Indian Army, takes the oath of loyalty to the country.
Since independence, we have made here vast progress. And I will give you some figures of the areas in which we have developed as a consequence of the enormous amount of money that the government of India has placed at the disposal of the government of Nagaland. Hospitals in 1947, we had 5. Now we have 38. Nagaland has more hospitals for its population than any part of the country has today. Primary schools, 161 to start with, 1,058 now. There is no village in Nagaland which does not have a school. Colleges, nil in 47, 4 now. In 1947 there were no villages having piped water supply. Now there are no less than 400. Nagaland, even though physically it is very small and its population is very small and it has practically no financial resources at this time, enjoys the same status as an enormous state like Uttar Pradesh with 8.5 crores of population and vast resources.
From the days of the log drums to the telephone system, the radio speaks to the people in 14 local dialects. The cinema presents the vast panorama of India and its millions, belonging to different faiths, speaking many languages, working as one nation, one people, in freedom and equality, for a better and happier life for all.
So that's it. There's video the piece sundurajana. It's a very beautiful piece of documentary. Aro video de moi observe kura daini after statehood of Nagaland, India government or India or Nagaland government ini youth noile students leader kan uthayana ini alag pahar out of Nagaland dikhai dibo develop kininga jai se dukan dikhawole pathaijana gina visitors kan to jan Lucknow bra Chennai bungjena Mount Nagaland de wawasa idula journey pishi bhalbra dikhai dishe with every single details ta Nagaland de development start howa kan na process to ekdam bhalbra dikhai dishe aro idu video do ini apni kan full link de sabu gole link do description de thakibo to ini check koribe so daki ase so thank you so much for watching till the end or see you in the next video till then take care stay safe bye bye